This is Heartache Part 2, and I do feel weird doing this. I should say that first off. It feels weird opening up to this YouTube audience and feel awkward. But I think it's important because this heartache is so bad, but the only way it gets better is if you talk about it. The more you talk about your emotions, the more you talk about the way you feel, the more it can go away. It can get better. The more you express yourself. Um, and that's important to express yourself. Because if when you say my heart hurts, the 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 you think about it. You think about your heart, and the more you say the word heart, 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 the more you think about your heart, the more conscious you are of your pain. And the more conscious you are of your pain, the less pain you have. And that's why you have to always think about your pain. Because if you don't think about your pain, then you're going to have problems. Like, some people think you should ignore your pain, block it out. I get that, I understand that, but I think communication, open dialogue about this is a healthy thing to do with my time. I need to cut my hair because it's messed up, but um, I I get really confused because like all this blood rushes to my head to because I'm because of the pain in my chest, and it makes me feel like I'm gonna have a stroke because all this stress about being underemployed and being lonely and being mediocre. And I don't know. But it feels like I'm gonna have a stroke, whereas a year ago it felt like I was gonna have a heart failure. Like a year ago, 2 years ago, it felt like I was just going to pass away in my sleep. It felt like I was just gonna pass away because my heart failure was my heart was so my heart my heart hurt so bad. It just felt like I was just gonna stop breathing at one time. I was gonna go to sleep and not wake up, and that's what it felt like for a long time. Now I don't feel like I'm gonna have heart failure. It's more like the anxiety is giving me a stroke. It feels like I'm gonna have a stroke. It's why I have to change my diet. But a lot of it is just like mindset. I do need to eat more broccoli and eat less processed foods, maybe. I don't know. I need to change my diet somehow. Maybe I know I'm not eating sugar anymore because when I eat sugar, sugar is the thing that makes me feel like I'm gonna have a stroke the most. So I do not eat sugar anymore. Um, I'm trying to eat more broccoli, and I think you have to eat more vegetables as you get older. Everybody learns that when you get older, you have to eat more vegetables because you can't keep eating the same junk food you ate when you were younger. Even though that junk food has more calories, you get more energy from the calories. Maybe I don't want 5,000 calories a day. I used to enjoy eating 5,000 calories a day. I didn't want to tell you what I was eating, but I was totally eat 5,000 calories a day. But now it's just like I'm trying to eat maybe 2,000 calories or 1,500 calories or 2,500 calories. A more reasonable amount of food is, maybe 3,000 calories at the most to regulate my blood pressure. I don't take any drugs for blood pressure. Every time I go to the doctor, they always tell me, oh, there's nothing wrong. Your blood pressure is perfect. Your blood pressure is perfect. Nothing wrong with your blood pressure. I've been going to the doctor about this since I was a little kid. I've been having the same conversation with the doctor since I was 16. I said, Doc, there's something seriously wrong with me, and I feel like it's like the end of my life. I feel like this is the end of my life. I've been telling this to my doctor since I was 16, but I'm 31 now and I'm still alive. So I think this is just what life is. Life always feels like it's ending, and okay, that's what life feels like. It's just feels like it's ending constantly, and okay. There's been moments in my life that hasn't felt like that, but they haven't lasted very long. Anytime I felt that the pain is decreased, it just, that's always a warning sign, because that's like, oh, the pain went down. That means I'm in like some weird place that I'm about to fail. And I want pain, believe it or not. I want pain because pain tells me I'm alive. Pain tells me I'm doing the right thing. Pain tells me I'm putting in the hard work, that I'm not giving up. It's the times that I don't feel pain, that's when I'm doing something wrong. I want conscious pain. I like conscious pain. What I don't like is subconscious pain. Nobody wants subconscious pain, because that can ruin your life. Subconscious pain can ruin everything, so you always want the pain to be conscious. You always want to think about the pain. Say the word pain, 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 pain. Say the word heartache, 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 heartache. And the more you think about the pain, the less pain there is. The more you talk about the problems, the less problems you have. It's almost like St. Elmo's Fire. I mean, the movie. Where things could get so bad, and it can seem like the world is falling apart and everything could be coming down. But then you realize you keep waking up every day and you're okay. You're alive and you just keep moving forward. It's like the movie St. Elmo's Fire. You should watch that movie. It's starring Rob Lowe and Demi Moore. Is it Demi Moore? No. Demi Moore. It's pronounced Demi. Demi Moore. She's not a demigod. Demi Moore. Demi Moore and Rob Lowe star in St. Elmo's Fire. You should watch that movie. It's just like St. Elmo's Fire. And things could get so bad that it seems inescapable. And it feels like you're ruined. It feels like you're ruined. But I'm not ruined. I'm still alive. Still moving forward. I'm making this video. That's how you know I'm alive, because I'm making this video. If I ever didn't make a video, you would know, well, I probably slept about 24 hours that day, and there are days I sleep for 24 hours and wake up and feel better, but I enjoy sleeping. I got my booster shot today. So, and it's funny, I work tomorrow and I got my booster shot today, so I hope my arm works tomorrow, and I hope my body isn't like shut off. Like the last time I got the Moderna COVID shot, I was like decommissioned the day after that, so hopefully I don't have to go home early from that. But I am feeling better in general than I did the last time. I'm feeling better in general than I did when I feel healthier than I did 8 months ago, the last time I got the shot. So I'm in better physical condition. I've exercised a lot in the past 8 months. I'm doing shadow boxing and dancing and stuff. But I'm still in poor physical health in general. That's why I'm talking about heartache and stuff. But I think I can make a full recovery. From this, pain. This pain that never goes away. I always have a runny nose, so It's like I'm always sick. My mom told me, oh, I could get a flu shot, but I'm like, I'm not getting a flu shot because I'm always sick. You can't get double sick, you know. If you're already always sick, you can't get the flu again. The people that get the flu are the people who haven't had it in like a few years or something. I've got antibodies for it because I'm always sick. I always have the flu. I mean, it's not the flu, but you know what I mean. I always have a cold. My nose is always running, and my nose has been doing this for 5 years now. My nose has been running for about 5 years. Um, you know, I don't know how to make that go away. How to make my nose stop running. Ooh, you know, I don't know. You tell me, but it's been doing this for 5 years, and before that, I had back problems. I had really bad back problems when I was like a teenager, and in my early 20s, I had really bad back problems. And then I recovered the back problems 100%. And then when I 100% recovered my back, then I had a runny nose because I might have taken shortcuts to make the back problems go away, but I'm not going to spell that out. But anyway, so now that the back problems have gone away, now I have a runny nose, which stinks. Stinks. And I've had this for 5 years. Just for 5 years, and I I'm lucky to be alive. Honestly, I feel like I've been sick now for 5 years, and I'm happy to be alive and treat every day like a miracle. I forfeit. I forfeit. I give up. I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna crawl into the ground, and bury myself. I forfeit. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not forfeiting. I enjoy saying that, but I forfeit. Um, but I have faith. I have faith that life can get better someday. Might be irrational faith, and faith. It might be rational faith. I don't know. You tell me. Should I have faith or no? I do have faith because I feel the audacity of hope. The audacity of hope. Emphasis on audacity. Because hope is not a rational thing a lot of times. Because a lot of ways life gets worse and worse and worse as you get older. A lot of ways there's not a reason to feel hope, but it's the audacity of hope. It's the audacity of hope. It's not reasonable, it's not rational, it's the audacity of hope. And you already know who wrote that, so I don't have to remind you. Everybody knows who wrote The Audacity of Hope. One of my role models. Yeah, one of my role models. So The Audacity of Hope. Audacity of Hope. I wrote a poem about that one time after high school. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say the poem because it's too personal. It was like the first big poem I ever wrote, or I've always remembered it because it was so meaningful to me. It was a poem about the audacity of hope, and I always think about it. I'm never gonna share it on YouTube because it's the only poem that's too personal to share on here. I would never share that poem on here because it's way too personal. It's way too meaningful, and that the concept of that poem I wrote about the audacity of hope, that keeps me alive. When I think about it, I think about it all the time. I think about what I wrote all the time there, and strong memories keep me alive. My memories are the only thing that means anything to me, because my future is just my future is just darkness. It's just gray matter, but my memories are my guiding light, because I have good memories of my youth. Oh, my wistful youth. Um, so I'm gonna do the thing where I wait a minute and have an awkward pause, like I'm some local sports radio show host. Can't think of anything to say. Not Colin Cowherd, not a national sports radio host, but a local one who's just gets paid less money. Let me think. I talked about St. Elmo's fire. Talk about feel like I'm gonna have a stroke. But that pain, I might not have a stroke. What I was saying before, I've had that pain since I was 16. I've had this, but it's been different things different times. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna have a heart failure, and sometimes I feel like I'm gonna have a stroke. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna have diabetes. Sometimes I feel like I have like different things wrong with me. Like I keep like trying to figure out what is wrong with me. Like why do I have all these health problems? But the key thing is to stay motivated to like I remember talking to the doctor about this, and she just like looked at me like she just like stared at me like when I told her this stuff when I was 16, like I felt like I was gonna have a stroke, and she's just like looking at me like she didn't say anything. Me and my mom, we just walked out of the room because she didn't say anything to me. She didn't say anything. She just stared at me like, okay, you have no idea what's wrong with me. I'm great. Well, here's your copay. Have a nice day. You know, I remember going when I was 18 to another doctor. I told her the same thing. I don't. I don't remember. I don't remember what she said, but all I know is I think of wishful thinking. Wishful thinking keeps me alive and it makes the pain go away. Um, but now I don't even tell the doctors that I feel this way anymore. I don't go to the doctor anymore because I don't even have health insurance anymore. But sometimes I do go to the doctor, but I don't tell them I have these problems because they don't have any answers. The doctors like I've had a runny nose for 5 years now. The doctors don't have any answers. You know, I used to have like I've had the same feeling like I'm gonna have a heart attack or stroke or something, and the doctors they can't tell me anything. They, they can't help me. There's no medical reason for this. There's no rationale. Why is my health in such poor condition? And my heart hurts so bad. And I feel like other people look at me and they think, oh, he's sickly. So he's sickly, so, you know, that adds to my loneliness because people think I'm weird because I look sickly all the time. Dude, I'm not weird. I just have some health problems. It's not a big deal, you know. People think I'm like some sort of like walking skeleton or something because I've got some health problems. Like, dude, I'm just like anybody else. Come on. Keep it together. But it is more than I can bear because I felt this way since I was really young. This pain, and I wish there was a way out. Wish there was a way I could make it better, make the pain go away. But I have my memories, and my memories are the only thing that mean anything to me. Memories of my youth. Memories of the good times. Not that life was ever that good. I was never happy. Did terrible in school because I have a really bad memory. I have really bad eyes. I had really bad back problems back then until I got into a little better physical shape now. But I had all sorts of different problems back in school, but it's mostly just memory problems and eye problems. But I get really bad headaches when I was in school. I get really bad headaches now. Is why I'm 99.9% of jobs I couldn't do because my memory is so bad. If you have really bad memory, you can't even work at McDonald's. You can't even work fast food because if you don't have a memory, I mean, if someone tells you something and you forget it 3 seconds later, that's no good. It's no good. Is there anything else? So like I've always had this problem, so I should stay alive. I should be able to stay alive, I think. And I should be fine. As long as I eat my broccoli and exercise and get my COVID shots and take care of myself, I should be able to stay alive. It's just really confusing because like the brief moments in my life I've made this pain go away, those are like times where I was like about to roll down a hill and everything was about to fall apart. And so like I've made the pain go away at times in my life, but that didn't last very long. It never lasts very long. The good times never last very long. And that's what confuses me because do I want good times again in the future if I know they're not going to last? If I know they're temporary, they're transitory, then why would I even want good times in the future if I know the higher I get, the harder I fall? And do I even want that? Anyways, let me know in the comments below, do you have heartache? Let me know how does your heart feel in the comments below. Please subscribe to this channel to be part of the community. And please like the video. It really helps out the channel a lot. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.